Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of y'all, and peace out to the rest of you. Black heart, black mind, black and again. Hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. Let me go ahead and help y'all out with this message right quick, and this is important for y'all. Self-improvement is a necessity for anyone. That goes for women too. We have not allowed ourselves to understand the importance of self-improvement for women, and therefore we have not demanded it like we should. And as I've said multiple times before, we men have gone and made things too easy for these women because we don't understand our own value. We ain't crap, we ain't that, we believe this stuff, and we turn around and we make things entirely too easy for the worst women in the world. Improving oneself is good for your own reasons. But I also want you to understand, gentlemen, that it is more important that you utilize another weapon if you really want to change the relationship between men and women in the West while you are in the West, and for the other young men coming up in the West. Because in all honesty, mentoring these young boys on the terms of their mothers will not help them. Smirgo is right about one thing. It will be cyclical. If you mentor these kids on their mama's terms, you're going to create more SYSBM men. And I'm okay with that. But it's going to take too long for these men to become SYSBM. But if you really want to make a situation better for the men, for the young boys today that will become tomorrow's men, that will also go through periods in their lives in which they're still stuck in the West before they can get out, the best thing to do, more so than self-improvement, are two things. Number one, when you self-improve and you leave, as I said before, you warn the men in that area. Not that feminism exists. You warn them of the sneakiness of the agenda of the feminists in the West, reaching out to the women in their country secretly through chat rooms. You let them know of the secrecy. Look, I know you're not going to sit back and let these feminists ruin your country. I know that. It's not about you letting them do it. I'm telling you, bruh, I'm telling you, my buddy in wherever you move to. I'm telling you, my buddy here in the Philippines. I'm telling you, my buddy here in Venezuela. I'm telling you, my buddy in Colombia. I'm telling you, my buddy here in the DR. Wherever you move to, gentlemen, you tell your buddies not that there's such a thing as feminism. You tell them that the feminists are sneakily reaching out to the women in their countries through chat rooms to sneak feminism in through. That's what they need to know. You let them know that. But the second thing that's very important, gentlemen, for you to do is to stop approaching women in the West before, during, and after your self-improvement. When you ain't fit in their eyes, don't approach them. When you becoming something valuable in their eyes, don't approach them. When you become valuable in their eyes, don't approach them. This is important. How do we know? It's already being started. We're seeing a pattern. Now I can sit up and say, well, here's the data. The data, it ain't stats. The data just simply put, you got 25% of men in my son's age group believing that asking a woman for a number once is the same as harassment. You have you got 25% of that. 25% of them men think that asking a woman for a number once is harassment. So whatever the case is, you have a decrease in men that are now approaching women. You have an increase in women recording videos about not being approached. I have been on Facebook and I have recorded. I put down under my own name, that account, and the Akili Nyosi Black Mind account. Men, stop making approaches. We're already seeing it work. Now I'm calling on the rest of you. Cut it out. Don't make approaches. You single, maybe you lonely. Sometimes you'll feel it, sometimes you won't. Whatever the case is, stop making approaches. The women have already shown that they don't want that. You've responded to that. But now they're showing that that's not what they wanted. And what happens is that when I write this down in Facebook, someone's going to come along and say, no, women don't approach men. You're wrong, Black. The fact that they're responding to that, this is one of the things I've said that gets some of the most responses from women, even here on YouTube. My last upload regarding Miss Philosophy, in which she said, got a response from a lady. She doesn't hate me. I don't hate her, but we disagree on this. She wants me to believe that what I'm saying is unrealistic and can't be done. 30 years ago, it was you men that wanted me to believe that this was unrealistic and couldn't be done. You can like women, but don't sweat them. And for me saying that, brothers was like, man, the same dudes that will brag about they get B's and B's even walk up to them would say, man, you stupid, you gonna sit there and let them walk up to you. I'm like, I'm not saying that that's gonna work. I'm saying that it's stupider when you sweating them and approaching them, because if they can get attention that easily just by looking good in public, they can't respect no man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But man, see, in nature, the boy dog goes up to the girl dog. No, actually in nature, a lot of times, girl dogs will go up to the boy dogs. That happens too. That also happens. But are we dogs? I'm saying we not. And now we have a lot of young men that ain't making approaches to women and they ain't gonna do it, and what's winding up happening? They're talking about it. And when I say men, good, you stumbled on something, keep doing it. You're stumbling on the truth of what I said to my homeboys 3 decades ago, for which they said, man, you stupid. Man, niggas can't do that, bro. Dick be hard, man, I gotta get some. Yeah, you got a better chance if you're not making approaches. And now these ladies are saying, because they see that this is happening, they're saying to me, Black, stop saying this. Boy, bye. They try to ridicule and belittle it. No, that when you try to ridicule and belittle something, sister, I already know that I stumbled onto something. That's why y'all got these tropes y'all got. As soon as men explain the games y'all play, even though individually, all of you gonna say, that ain't me. The fact is, when men explain the games that women play, y'all are like, boy, bye, you an incel. You just can't get none. You just mad. Your mama black. You hate black women's. You just weak. You got little ding-a-ling energy. You start on these things because we're on to something. Even a lot of the women that don't do these things themselves, they got friends that do it. I'm saying to you, gentlemen, check this out. We're on to something. It's real. We stumbled onto something. And it is important, gentlemen. We stumbled onto something, and it is important, gentlemen, that you go ahead and you press forward. And in this case, you press forward by not walking forward up to one of them. It's easy. It's a don't. It's not even a do. You just stay your butt in your chair. Be nice. Be polite. They ain't all bad, that's true. But you be nice, polite, cordial, courteous when spoken to, or when you gotta speak about business and trade or directions, and you do not make approaches. And that's the best thing we can do for the young men up and coming, the ones that are still boys now, about to come of age, for the time that they're gonna be stuck in the West. They got a much better chance if we today do not make approaches. You're going to approach someone, leave the West and do it. Because believe you me, you doing it in the West, it's already too far gone. The damage been done for our generation. If we start back making approaches, especially after self-improvement, all that's going to do is signal to the women that, see, they couldn't keep it up. And tell the young men, same thing. Don't make approaches. It's all right that you like them. It's all right. Some of them gonna be your friend, especially when you're young. Or friendly, however you describe it. But don't approach them, because don't make that first move, because they're just gonna lose respect. And make the statement on a mass scale to these women. You did not respect men when you got approached. Now you won't get approached. It's important. Self-improvement for you is important. Shout out to LOM, Lion of MGTOW. Better yourself for yourself. But it is, as a weapon, it is actually much more potent. Before, during, and after your self-improvement, to simply not make approaches and shoot your shot. Just watch the results. We're already seeing the beginning of it. That's it. Don't make approaches, because they never respect you when you, as long as they get attention so easily, they can't respect men. That's why they always call it respecting themselves when they're being sexually difficult. They view it that way and taught us to view them, they taught us to view them that way because they view themselves that way. And therefore, that means that's how they're going to view us. You ain't respecting yourself. You know what? You're right. I'm not. Me approaching you is me not respecting myself. You're right. Have a nice day. Have a nice life, actually. Friend zone them, actually. Well, yeah, you know what? You actually are appealing in certain ways. But we're going to be friends. I'm going to be your friend, even though I might like you. Why is that? Just cause. Because that's how you trained me. That's how you think. That's how you've acted. That's how you trained me to think about you. And therefore, that's how you trained me to think, period. That's what you wanted. You got it. Thanks for listening. Black heart, black mind, blackout. Assalamu alaikum, and black heterosexual, non-select, male power just because they don't like it, and black patriarchy until extinction or judgment day.